Hello, hello, welcome guys. Come on in. How's everyone doing? Rachel taking a quick walk, then sliding into a seat in the back. Great idea. Get moving, get that energy flowing before you sit down to write. Love that. Just coming in to hit the like button, but can't stay. I forgot I RSVP'd to my pastor's oldest son's wedding a month ago, and it's today. I taught him as a child in Sunday school. I can't not go. Aw, well, I love that relationship. That's really sweet. Well, I hope you have an amazing time at the wedding. Elizabeth, hello, hello. How's it going, hon? Let's see, Rachel. Okay, just got back. I am revising book 2, if I can speak, after I got a bunch of feedback from my beta readers. Nice. So excited to get this launched done. You got this, hon. You got this. Have fun, Jess, from Elizabeth. Crystal, happy Sunday, writers. I put in 4 hours today so far. Whew, nice. And it's only noon. Woohoo. Can't wait to sprint with you all. Let's go. Love the energy. Okay, guys, as always, we are going to dive on into some nice, deep, long sprints. The goal is to stay in the zone and just keep those words flowing until basically we do the 45 because it is that really nice, deep flow state that it allows, but it also allows us to break and move around a little bit so we don't cause body pain to ourselves, which is what happens when we sit for too long. So I hope, Crystal, you've been up and down a little bit during those 4 hours because ow, otherwise. Okay, guys. So for anyone that is new, we do things just differently, very differently. We don't do 20 and 25-minute sprints anymore because we found that those Pomodoros are fantastic for things you don't want to do. They're fabulous to get you going when there's like for the house cleaning and the taxes and the things that we're not really into doing. So that 25 minutes is great because it gets us started and we know it's a short time and we can get up and get out and get away from it again, right? But we're doing something we love. So we use 45-minute sprints here because we deep dive into something that makes us feel good. We're doing projects that are near and dear to our hearts. These are our passion projects, right? So we do 45s. Short story. And we also do one of two things. You can do my 2-minute micro sprint plan in which you define what you need to reveal about character, plot, or setting, what you're trying to get your protagonist to do on the page. We're just breaking it down, basically. The obstacles and opportunities you're going to toss at them. The action steps you're going to take to move through that scene or chapter, beginning, middle, end, story beats, whatever it may be. You do you, right? The resources you're going to need at hand, any notes, any tech, any craft books, any notebooks where you've been writing, scribbling notes, Post-its, whatever it is, you bring it around you and you try to have what you need. We don't always get this right. That's where we take a break and you can regather, right? If you need to. And then finally, the outcome you're looking for, especially if it links to a later scene that you've either already decided what's going to happen or you've already written it. And then finally, any story questions you have for yourself. And use the prompt in the first sprint I will if you haven't written yet today, or in the next sprint I will if you've already written. And it gives you a nice grounding to really start thinking about your story before we dive into that sprint. The other one that I've fallen in love with is I do voice journaling in my writer's notebook. It is a fabulous technique. I just sort of start thinking, but I do it in the character's voice. And because it's just in my little notebook, I don't take it too seriously. I just see what the character kind of wants to tell me, the direction they want to take for that scene that I kind of know comes up next. And it's really a powerful exercise. And if that doesn't work for you, then simply just take some notes. But we're going to do a 5-minute journaling today for that. Okay, guys. Let's see. Elizabeth, I'm doing well today, although I'm still having chills in muscle aches. Hon. Hugs. All the virtual hugs. Your poor body. you will get well. I promise you, you're going to get well, hon. Things will reset and everything will get back to where it should be. Rita, hello. I need to print some chapters so I can continue with summaries. Nice. Elizabeth, I did ride my bike to church this morning, and then afterwards I rode my bike home. Nice. Hey, Revlin, welcome. Okay, guys, we're going to dive on in, let those writer notebooks out, and let's figure out what we're going to do with our first 45-minute sprint and where we're going to take the magic today. Okay, guys, good luck, good writing, and I'll see you on the other side of 5. how did that go? I just kind of, this time I ended up, my mind was more analytical, and I ended up kind of going through the notes, processing what I wrote yesterday at the end of our sprints, trying to figure out how to get her into even more trouble than she's in. And I think I'm going to have her get left behind, I think. So I'm going to have to do a little tweaking. Just in notes, I think. I'm not going to actually go through and change the scene, but I'm going to make myself like a little paragraph of notes of how I want little things to be changed, and then move forward and let her pay for in her impatience. Crystal, can every day be Sunday, pretty please? Oh, with 4+ hours of writing it? Oh, that sounds amazing, yes. Candace, hey, hello, how's it going, hon? Elizabeth, Crystal, that would be nice, although I would miss Saturdays. Monday has to come though. I love that it's Saturdays that goes bye-bye, but Mondays are still going to exist. Love that. Candace, I know, right? Let's see. Elizabeth, in the first sprint, I will work on writing chapter 2 of this rewrite. Awesome. Let's see. Good news. My temperature is 96.9 degrees, which is normal for me. Perfect. Okay, guys. Oh, so how did that go for you? Do you have a good sense of where you want to take this 45-minute sprint? I find we kind of warm up and get better at it as we kind of go through this session. I need to figure out which pieces I need to have in front of me so that I can get this done right. There we go. I'm going to mix up the 45 with a little bit of homework for my course again, because I haven't quite done the homework portion. So I'm going to do that. Should not take long. I'm thinking maybe 10 minutes, and then I can go dive into the writing. Okay, guys, deep breath. Who is ready to get some words on the page and make some magic? I am excited to see where the scene goes, and I'm excited to do my first assignment. I'm excited. Candace, I decided to work on my Substack, on which I made good progress yesterday. I have so much trouble with this stuff, y'all. It is a different mindset, and it takes a bit to get comfortable with it, so much so. I'm not sure why, because it's try to come at it with a sense of fun, because you're just trying stuff. You're not always going to get it right. Just to have a fun approach to it and just enjoy yourself. Try something, have different ideas written down, things you can try. If this one doesn't work, you give it a week, you try something else, kind of thing, right? And then you just, you can tweak and you have fun and you enjoy the process, hopefully. Let's see, Crystal to Elizabeth, a world without Saturdays would be a very sad world indeed. Yes. I agree. Okay, guys. 45-minute sprint. Let's dive on in. I am so ready. Okay, guys. Good luck, good writing, and I'll see you on the other side of 45. How did that go for you guys? Sorry, I disappeared there for a bit. Hubby made some lovely French toast, which was delicious. And just before that, my mouse decided to do it again. But this time I was ready for that. I actually purchased a wired mouse, guys, because I was never going to have that happen again. I couldn't actually get into my system. If you guys recall the last time, we had to do a full reboot and wore our way out of the system. No, plugging in works perfectly. Let's see. I don't know. This mouse seems to, I don't know, there's something wrong with her. It doesn't seem to be battery, because battery is that's what I thought last time, but then I've been using the same battery now for what, a couple months since the last time I did that. I don't know. We blame Windows. Windows did it. Let's see. Where did I leave off? Drama Lover 1327. I can't decide whether to study or work on my work in progress. Which one did you choose, and how did you choose? Elizabeth, sometimes I wish I could have one more weekend day. I think you're a lot alone on that one. Candace, I don't even work a W-2 job anymore, and I still have that Monday thing in my head left on. It's because we kind of go back to adulting, and then we kind of have to do all the things that we got to do, and it's like, yeah. Even though it's like, really, do we, don't we? Yeah. Elizabeth, oh, I had a job like that years ago. I was up at 4:30 in the morning. I felt like crap. Oh, it was, but at least you're a morning person. I am a night owl, and I took a job where I was up at 4:30 in the morning. And on top of that, I would go to bed at like 11:30, 12:30. And yeah, I was living off of like no sleep. It was not a healthy choice. Sneaking in for Amelia. Hello, welcome, hon. Cat, I just arrived home to find that our puppy, had killed a necklace, a headband, a hand fan, and attempted to kill a thermometer. My sister was heartbroken over the first three. Oh, how old is the little guy? Frodo took out one shoe. He's such a good boy. He took out one shoe. I was so mad at him. He never chewed up anything again. We just gave him more toys, so he just destroys and shreds his toys. That's fine by me. Shred away. Not our shoes, dear. Rosalie, sorry to hear about the puppy. They're unpredictable. Just hopping into Sprint. Hello, Rosalie. Welcome. Let's see. Elizabeth, I'm going to do some brainstorming about this chapter because I find dialogue-heavy chapters with little action to be harder to write than action-heavy or internal thought-heavy chapters. Oh, interesting. So you've got yourself a bit of a quiet scene and it's all dialogue. I would say start with setting, and maybe is there an event surrounding it or something that could be made more interesting, that the background of other people kind of making it hard to have the conversation or something like that. That way you sort of have that external action, but it doesn't have to be your two main characters having it, if that would help. Rita, puppies, I have had a rotty pup kill a pair of glasses, even the lenses. Woo! And lots of book shoes. They are so lovable. Our puppy is half boxer, half English bulldog. Oh, so good size too. 2 years old in 9 days and still causing trouble. Hey, still a puppy though. Still a puppy. Let's see. Ellie, hello. How's it going, hon? Rita, so much progress. I need only 4 more chapters printed so I can get back to chapter summaries during the next sprint. Nice. Crystal, my goodness, that sprint was so productive. It flew by. Ooh, I love hearing that. I worked on the core of my characters for their arc and on each character's timeline since it's multi-POV. Beautiful. Love that. Rachel, I got through 2 chapters of revisions and then took a break to watch a video. Nice. I like that. Nice balance. Candace, a Substack might work for me. It's pretty easy and I got some stuff done. Cool. Very good to know. I'm hearing good things about Substack, so I'm going to have to take a look at that. Candace, gotta go quiet the dog. Oh, somebody has an opinion, eh? Elizabeth, it's a dinner scene. Oh, is there anyone else present in the scene? Anyone else that would possibly overhearing, that they're maybe trying to keep the information from? Anything where you can kind of build a tiny bit of tension to it, just a little bit. Elizabeth, grandparents and two sisters who are their granddaughters are having dinner together while mom is at home with a migraine and dad is home with her. Grandparents. So I'm assuming the conversation is probably between the sisters, right? Maybe they're is the conversation about something that they don't really want the grandparents to overhear? Is that possible? I love it, Ellie. Okay, guys, we're going to dive on into another 5-minute journaling session. I got to eat very yummy French toast, and I got to do the first half, I would say, of my assignment. So that's good. I think the harder part will be the figuring out how to break two of those down. So we'll see what happens. This is new. I haven't been a student for a while. All right, guys. So anyone who's doing the 2-minute micro sprint plan, what you need to reveal about character, plot, or setting, what you're trying to get your protagonist to do on the page, the obstacles and opportunities you're going to toss at them, the action steps you're going to take to move through that scene or chapter, just the high points, guys. The resources you're looking for, notes, computer system, craft books, whatever it is, have them handy. If you forgot something the first time, jump up, grab it, bring it back to you. Don't feel bad. Don't stress. It doesn't matter. Just go get it and keep yourself organized and happy and grounded. That's the point of the 45-minute sprint. Stay grounded while we're working, right? And then finally, the outcome you're looking for, and any story questions you might have. Let's see here. Ellie, I've been trying to get back into writing, although it's been difficult as most of my energy has been into my day job. Was there a change to your day job as well? Maybe it's a bit of a learning curve thing. Diane, afternoon. Hello. How's it going, hon? Ali, what are we taking if you don't mind? What are we? Oh, I'm taking the developmental editing of fiction for the beginner's course. It's a self-paced one, but gotta start somewhere. It's been a while. I wanted an in-person live class, but there is none available at the moment. So I decided I would just dive on in and take this one. This one is the part of the editorial association. I forgot a word in there, didn't I? I sure did. You know which one I mean now. EFA. Happy Sunday, Diane. I'm only in module 1, but I am enjoying myself. I love one thing you guys probably don't know about me. I love being a student. Always have. Where are you taking it from? Online course, self-paced. So at home. EFA, editorial. What is it? Why can't I think of what it stands for? Sorry, my brain. Hold on, guys. Let's see if I can bring this up. Editorial Freelancers Association. Let's get the right wording here. So far, it's really good. I'm enjoying it. But like I said, I'm only in the first module, so I can't say too much for it other than so far I'm enjoying it. So Alice, sort of. I'm also writing papers, so I'm writing but not writing, if you know what I mean. Yes, I recall that. I had a job where I did the store newsletter as well as being sales staff. And when I started doing that newsletter, I didn't think that it would take that much energy from me, but it was writing related. And it would end up kind of derailing me a little bit. I got paid good money for it, but at the same time, it mucked with my writing. I didn't like that part. Kat, I'll come back to the replay lunchtime. Ooh, have a yummy lunch. Crystal, thank you. I'm familiar with them and was interested. Yes, I'm enjoying. I will let you guys know what I think fully when I'm done. My goal is to take them at the intermediate and the advanced one as well. and then see what my next steps will be. I've wanted to be a developmental editor for forever. I don't know how long, it's been a while. Okay, guys, let's dive on in. Okay, guys, 5 minutes. We're going to journal and figure out where we're moving our stories forward. I'm going to do a little pause on this and get some writing done with you guys because I'm in a good place on this, and that will also give me time to think about which two I want to basically smash on. Let's see, drama lover. I rewrote the first scene in my project. I really hope it's better than the previous. I think it is, and it would be. By default, it's going to be better. Don't get hung up though. Don't rewrite the first chapter over and over and over again and never get actually going. It's a slippery slope on that one because sometimes your first, I've done it myself, that first attempt doesn't feel right, and it stops you from proceeding because it doesn't have the right feel to carry the rest of the story. So you got to kind of give yourself a little permission, but at the same time, know that you got to keep going, right? This will cool. Maybe one day I'll hire you. That would be very cool. All right, guys, let's dive on in. 5 minutes, and let's figure out what we're going to do with our next 45-minute sprint. I'll see you guys on the other side of 45. Not on 45, of 5. Ignore me, guys. Let's do this. 5 minutes. Oh, how did that little warm-up go for you guys? I got back into character's voice using my notes I had done with the previous 5 minutes sprint here. And I think, pardon me, I think I have an actual good sense of the scene and the predicament she now finds herself in. What comes next? It's going to be some betrayal, but you know, that has to get written yet. Let's see, Elizabeth, in the next sprint, I will be writing down some ideas of what these characters can discuss. The chapter isn't boring with random chatter. Oh, I like that. Very nice strategy. Rachel, I plan to go as far with these revisions as the sprint will allow me, and then take a much needed break. Oh, beautiful. I am curious as to what I can do with this, because I didn't quite have the scene planned this way, but I think it's a little more interesting and dynamic. Crystal, are you getting the editing certificate for you to improve your writing or do it professionally for other authors? Apologies if you already answered this. Both, preferably, that would be nice. It will definitely help, I hope, with my own writing, and I definitely would love to help other writers to make their stories just come alive. Years ago, I was in a critique group, and that just was the highlight of my week, was just working on making a story better. I love doing that. So both. Elizabeth, I randomly found a video on YouTube about how Mr. Beast could become president. I doubt that will occur. I don't think he wants to be president. Probably not. Although that would be an interesting presidency. Rita, I finished printing chapters. Now I can get back to chapter 9 of 16 for some reason. Nice. I need to get them done before writing for Nano. It's approaching, guys. Oh, what do we got? We've got like 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. It's good. I don't know. I always say 2 weeks because Halloween, I end up, Halloween's a very hit or miss writing day for me because I want to enjoy all the fun. Candace, I used most of that time to walk around, stretch, get some Diet Coke, etc. I'm going to edit on the sprint. I don't want to do the same thing again. Cool. Good and smart for the stretching and walking around. Yes, if you can get up, it's harder for me, of course, because I'm on camera, but for you guys, please stand up and move around on those 5 minutes if you can, right? Jordan, hello. Question, have you ever heard about your voice for audiobooks as a story? No. This sounds intriguing. You can tell us more. Okay, guys, let's dive in. My hunger has been through the roof recently. Is that your body trying to tell you to get exercise in again? No, maybe. I know you're doing a bit, but probably not as much as you'd like to do. Hey, Latanya, hello. Hello, just joining in. Well, welcome. You got perfect timing, hun, because we are about to jump into our next 45-minute sprint. Guys, that will, after the 45, we're going to do our 5-minute cool down sprint just to get all the little tendrils out of our heads and onto paper. So hang out. I won't put the last sprint on the 45. I'll put the last sprint on the 5 because I like us to basically be able to get everything down on paper and be able to have it stored somewhere for the next time we write. Also, guys, at 6 p.m. Eastern, we're going to jump in and do our Plan With Me the Right Way. So come and hang out with me for that. Let's see. And next weekend is our virtual writing retreat for the Heart Breathings community. Ooh, that went fast. So watch for information coming about that one. Okay, guys? Let's see. Rita, my dog is howling in her sleep. It's so cute. Mine only barks for 2 reasons. He barks because he doesn't like the low sound of garbage cans. We don't know why. That's one of the other times he will bark. And the other is he will make his little yips when he's dreaming. He's a much noisier dog when he's sleeping than any other time. Elizabeth, I did go on a walk yesterday for about an hour and 45 minutes and cycled today. Oh, God, that sounds lovely. A walk for an hour and 45. Ooh, that sounds so good. I love that. Melanie, time sure is flying. I must be having fun. So true, right? Candace to Rita, we have firecrackers here this time of year. Drives us crazy. They're not legal in Canada, but we're pretty close to the border, so we end up getting them anyway. And Frodo's not a fan. He doesn't really like them, but he just usually comes and he'll cuddle closer to me and say, "Mommy, make them go away," like I have control over this. Elizabeth, I walked up a lot of hills yesterday. Ooh, nice. Jordan, before I go, what we used to have been done because I looked at the calendar this morning. I didn't see anything happening. I think if you're referring to the plan with me, I don't put it on the calendar anymore for her breathings, if that's what you're referring to. It's just on my site that it shows up now. And we also changed things around with having the writing sprints earlier on Sunday. It just gives me a little more flexibility and time to kind of get things going, for lack of a better way of saying that. Okay, guys, 45 minutes. Let's dive in and get our stories moving forward. I'm excited to see how this is going to expand on the page and the amount of trouble she's just put herself into. Okay, guys, I'll see you on the other side of 45. Good luck, good writing, and go. How did that go for you guys? I did take my own advice and go for a little, just walk around for a few minutes. I felt better, made my back feel better. Awesome. Let's see, Rachel. I keep getting caught up in the reading instead of revision stuff a lot. Sounds almost like a good problem. I guess that's a good thing, but I made it through 6 chapters. Very nice. It's probably not as messed up as you think. Maybe break down specifics as to what you're looking for in the revision. That way it's a little more analytical and pull you a little, keep you a little bit from falling into the story. Or maybe it's just fantastic. You don't need to change anything, which is always a good problem to have. I moved out of that scene. She got caught and she's spinning her plan and trying to figure out how to get out of this and into this at the same time. It'd be interesting to see, and she's just seen as a dirty little thief. So we'll see how much she can talk her way into this. Okay, guys. How did you do? What happened? Did you move your story forward? Rita, this chapter has so much details. I need to jot down in the summary. I may need 2 index cards. This is like reading a new book. Love the mystery. Ooh, you just give me chills. I like that. Crystal, my head is full and my heart is happy with all of the hours of progress I've made today. Thank you for hosting. You are so welcome, and I am so happy you had a productive day. I can't wait to see what you create. Do you have a title? No, you probably just have a working title. It's okay. Elizabeth, I didn't get a lot done since I started to get a headache during that sprint. Oh, hon. Have a tall glass of water. Your body's just probably looking a little dehydrated from the additional exercise. I did do some brainstorming, and I will continue brainstorming during the break because between this live and the live planning session. Perfect. Okay, guys. Well, we still have all those little tendrils. Let's grab our writer's notebooks and let's get all those little details out of our heads and onto the page as to where you see your story going next, so that the notes are there for the next time you write. Okay, guys, 5 minutes. Let's figure out what it is that we want to preserve for our next writing session. And go. Oh, that was good. I figured out how to, I'm over the middle and I'm pulling in the end now, and I can see exactly how the scene will come together. Not the scene, the scenes will come together. That will, especially the specific scene, that will pull them toward that end and everything falling apart for the characters, but moving ahead for the entire series. Oh, can't wait. Let's see. Joanne has joined us. Hello, hello. How's it going? Sorry I missed the writing sprint. That's okay. This is still sort of a new time slot. We're sort of moving it around, right? So it's okay. Amber, I got invoices and this week's newsletter schedule. Very nice. Agnes, howdy everyone. Stop by just to say hello. How's it going, hon? Candace, break time for me, then grocery shopping. Guys, we are back at 6 p.m. Eastern for our Plan With Me session, the right way. So come and join me for that, and we'll get ourselves all organized for the week ahead. Let's see. Joanne to Agnes, hi, how's it going? And Agnes, Joanne, hello, it's going well. What about you? Reviewing, Crystal is reviewing my logline pitch. Nice. Rita, I decided to rewrite the summary to keep in only with one index card. It's a short chapter. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, because if you start doing two, how are you going to attach them together? Is it one card front and back, or is the back going to be designated for something in the future? A second pass or something. Joanne, pretty good. Just woke up from a power nap. Still sleepy though. Your body needed it, hon. It's okay. Let's see. Elizabeth, I am seeing that this chapter needs to have light-hearted discussion due to the sheer difficulty with how the mom is. Mom in this story is chronically ill, and it isn't known if this will kill her or not. Ooh, okay. Lighthearted discussion will help somewhat distract these characters from the struggle of things with mom's health. Okay, so the purpose of the scene is to basically a distraction. What decision, interruption, or reveal will happen to keep it relevant to the story? Because there's nothing wrong with having that attempt at a downtime within the story world, but what is it going to go to next? How does it link to the bigger plot? Rita, front and back and color coded for each of the 4 POV characters. Love that organization. Candace, thanks everyone for keeping me company. Thanks, Tracy Roasting. You are so welcome. Thank you for hanging out with us. Okay, guys, we're gonna have about a 40-minute break before we are back together for our planning session. So tidy up your space, get your writing stuff tucked away, and get any more ideas out of your head that may have come to you. Just in this last little bit. That way they're on paper where they'll serve you best. And I will see you guys in 40 minutes to do our Plan With Me session. I will see you guys shortly. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for helping me get words and do my homework. And I will see you guys in 40 minutes. Thank you, guys.